Begin the plumbing inspection by locating the main drain and where the main drain exits the home. Check the penetrations for signs of leaking, find the cleanout, and make sure it is not leaking or damaged. Listen for any running water. This can determine possible blockage outside of the home. Next, locate the water meter. Check for the size of the main water supply lines entering the home. Look for any signs of leakage or corrosion and check the meter for any signs of problems, especially leakage. Finally, locate the main shutoff valve. Next, move away from the meter and locate any pumps or plumbing fixtures that are apparent in the basement. If there is a sump pump, look inside and make sure it activates. Check for weeds or blockage. Any battery backup pump should be checked, as should all the lines and connections for any signs of leakage, past or present. Now move about the basement, checking the pipes and drains, looking for any signs of problems from above, checking any penetrations for current leaking or damage. Check the floor around penetrations for signs of old water problems or signs of old leakage. Note any problems for your report in the plumbing section of your report. Next, evaluate the water heater. Look for any carbon monoxide backflow by feeling for heat at the diverter. Record the model, the age, and the capacity of the unit. Check water and gas connections and make sure there are no signs of leaking, loose connections, or damaged materials. If there is more than one water heater, repeat the same activity for any additional units. It is also critical to examine the relief extension pipes. Finally, check to see if there is a sanitary pump. This can be typically identified by the presence of both a discharge pipe and a vent pipe. Operate the pump by using the controls at the electric outlet. Now move upstairs to check the plumbing on the upper levels of the home. Begin with the washer and the dryer. Check to make sure the units are empty and then operate them using normal controls. Look behind and below the units for any signs of leakage and make sure the venting, gas, and water connections are secure. Proceed to the kitchen. Run the water in the sink and check below for any signs of leaking or poor plumbing practice. If there is a disposal, make sure it is plumbed properly and check for corrosion or damage. Finally, make sure the dishwasher is empty and operate the unit using normal controls. Once you have recorded your findings, continue on to the bathrooms. Operate the water at the sink, checking for hot and cold from the faucets. Look below the sink for proper plumbing and signs of leakage or damage. Move on to the tub and operate the faucets and determine the water pressure. Look for signs of leaking around the tub and where the tub meets the floor and the walls. Always make sure there is sufficient hot water. If there is a shower, check for adequate pressure and test to make sure the walls or tiles are solid. Operate any shower doors for ease of movement and check for damage. Check outside the shower for any signs of leakage or damage to the walls and the floors. Locate the toilet, making sure it is secured properly to the floor. Lift the lid and look for signs of damage and ensure that the toilet operates properly without leakage. Finally, return everything to the way it was found and include your notes on the plumbing section of your report.